All right, guys, welcome to this brief little Pitt basketball recap from the past two games. I'm Mason Tepesky, your host here with you today. We're going to go quick on this one just because I got done filming the NFL video for this week. That was about an hour and 10 minutes. Please tune into that one if you can. There's a lot. I break down all of Week 18 for you guys. Definitely the biggest week of the NFL season. That is for sure. So, yeah, we're going to real briefly recap Pitt basketball here. They played 2 ACC games. We're going to do this every week, typically on Fridays. We'll talk about the last 2 games the Pitt men's hoops team played, and then we'll look at the next couple games they play throughout the week. For sure. So this will be it will be similar to if you've watched my Pittsburgh Penguins Boys of Winter podcast. I recap the last 5 games the Penguins have played, look ahead to the next 5 games, and look at the NHL as a whole. It's going to be tough for the Steelers, not the Steelers, I'm sorry. It's going to be tough for Pitt to get in the tournament this year. A lot of really good teams for sure. And we will start doing bracketology here very soon. And yeah, you'll be seeing that much more. But anyway, though, let's look right now at the past 2 Pitt basketball games. I'm going to briefly recap those. On Saturday, December 30th, the Pitt Panthers traveled to Syracuse, New York to take on the Syracuse Orange, a game that the Panthers lost by a final score of 81-73. The team looked good early on. However, they just couldn't continue. So it was a tough loss for sure for Pitt, and hopefully they bounce back from it. That's all I want to say about that. So hopefully Pitt can bounce back and put on a better show. They had the opportunity to bounce back. However, they were unable to bounce back against the North Carolina Tar Heels. They lost 70-57 at home. They hung in with North Carolina for a little while, the 8th-ranked Tar Heels. However, they just couldn't get the job done in the end. The Tar Heels got the job done, winning 70-57. This loss dropped the Panthers' overall record to 9-5. Their ACC record is now 0-3. They are last place in the ACC, unfortunately. We're going to take a brief look at the ACC standings before I look ahead to the next 2 games. In the ACC right now, Miami is leading the conference at 2-0. They're tied with NC State, North Carolina, Wake Forest. Those teams are all undefeated at 2-0. Virginia is 2-1. Florida State is 1-1. Georgia Tech's 1-1. Clemson's 1-1. Duke is 1-1. Virginia Tech is 1-1. Syracuse is 1-2. Notre Dame is 1-2. BC is 0-2. Louisville is 0-2. And last in the conference is Pitt at 0-3. The next 2 games for Pitt basketball, one of them is very winnable. The other will be tough, but it is also certainly winnable. The first one is tomorrow. It's noon tip-off on the CW. It's at Louisville, 12 o'clock p.m. in Louisville, Kentucky. So hopefully they could get the job done there. Louisville's banged up. Louisville is not very good at all. So hopefully Pitt could get the job done there. I think they will. This one's going to be a big one for sure. I think Pitt will pull off the upset ultimately against this team. It's the Duke Blue Devils. It's Tuesday night at home, 9 p.m. at the Pete. I think it's going to be a prime game, and I think Pitt's going to have a rhythm back, and I think Pitt will pull off the upset there. So I think Pitt's going to succeed big time in these next 2 games. If they want to get back into the tournament picture, time is running out, so they better win at least one of these next 2 games. If you lose to Louisville, that's horrible. So hopefully the Panthers get their mojo back fast. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Just a brief video here. We're going to try to do this once a week, every Friday. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, though, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Pray for Israel. And as always, peace. See you guys next week. And go Pitt.